Yeah, Argentina just blew out the Wallabies 48 points to 17, the biggest margin in the history of the two sides. I remember in 2018 when Michael Cheika's Wallaby lost to Argentina at the Gold Coast. Fans were really angry. There were fans after the match calling the players no hearts. There was apparently like a bit of a altercation between the fan, like one of the fans with one of the players, and yeah, it was embarrassing. And this was 48 points to 17, man. Oh my god, this makes that match look like oh man, this made that match look good. Honestly, never in my life did I ever think that the Wallabies gonna get blown out by Argentina 48 points to 17. I thought it's possible for Argentina to beat us. I never thought it was gonna be possible for Argentina to blow us out by 21 points, 31 points. I can't even math. 31 points. Never thought in my life I thought Argentina was blow us out by 31 points. This was absolutely the most embarrassing performance from the Wallabies life. Like in my life, I've never seen a more embarrassing performance by the Wallabies. All credits to Argentina. Michael Cheika finally learned the kicking game, right? He's probably talking to Sir Eddie, his old mate from Randwick, and learned the kicking game, right? And unlike the Springboks kicking game, it's stale. You can see it from a mile away. They set it up. It takes like 5 minutes to set it up. Michael Cheika just said, guys, look, just put it up behind the defensive line and see what happens. And sure enough, the Wallabies did not know how to deal with this, right? Argentina just put up a high ball. No one is there to contest. Like, it's not even like, hey, somebody was contesting and Argentina just had the better, had a better players under the high ball. No one was contesting. The ball just bounces on the ground and Argentina just like, hey, thanks very much, mate. I'll take that. Whoop, plug it out, run 30 meters again and again and again to score tries. Now, they did this multiple times, right? It was either the high ball or the grubber kick behind. And nobody was there to chase it out. Like, it's like, who's going to chase that one? Like, are you going to get it? Damn it. Is it you? Damn it. Sorry, guys. It was supposed to be me. All right? I'm the fullback. Tom Wright, was he even playing? Isn't he supposed to be fullback? How is this happening? Why are you... Yeah, it was just... Yeah. Like, honestly, I did not think that this could get any more embarrassing. 31 points! They hit us by 31 points, man. Oh my god. Never in my life did I think that this was possible by Argentina. I thought, yes, Argentina could beat us, right? It would be, it's not out of the question that Argentina could beat us. But by 31 points. 31 points. Oh my god. Man. You can just tell how much the two teams has changed, right? Last year, Wallabies was able to easily beat Argentina. And man, 31 points win today. Last week, Argentina looked good in the first half too. Only until they took the second half of the Wallabies to finally crack the Argentinian side. But this week, Argentina didn't crack, man. And the Wallabies, man. The Argentina defense once again this week fronted up. Wallabies did have some opportunities to, show some good attacking. There was a couple weird referee decisions. Anyway, we'll talk about referee in a second. So the Argentina defense was really, really good this game, to be fair. On top of their really good place making from what's his name? Carreras. On top of that, the Argentinian side just really, showed a lot of variety in their attacks. Short balls, long balls, inside balls. Really looked like a different side the way the Argentinian attacked. And the Wallabies, I really don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. When you grab a kick behind, and you can just see Emiliano Buffelli outrunning everyone in the Wallaby side, getting the ball down. I don't know what else to say. I honestly don't know what else to say, man. Like, is he really that much faster than everybody in the team? If that is the case, then find somebody faster, okay? Like, oh my god. Oh, fuck me sideways, man. That was just so embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing. Like, oh my god. I like, it's not even like, you know, oh, this happened once. Happened again and again and again and again and again and again and again. 31 points. Like, you figure that if they did a grab a kick or did a high ball and you concede a try, you would try to fix that, right? You'd be, okay, this is something that Argentina is doing. They're kicking the ball and we're going to somehow cover that. Nah. Oh, here comes that high ball. No one's going to take that. Just let it bounce, guys. Let it bounce and see what happens. Oh, my God. Man. The referee, Carl Dickinson, he is actually not that bad, but there was a few really weird decisions for both sides, right? Both sides had some really weird decisions. There was one, James Slipper. He wanted to clean out Pablo Materas. Pablo was like basically holding onto the ball carrier on the ground. So Slipper basically pulls him to the side. As a result, you can imagine, since Pablo was holding on, his legs basically gets lifted up because his hands were holding onto the guy on the ground. And the referee deemed this a dangerous clean out. Yeah. And then Wallabies actually scored a try from this as well, following this clean out. So James O'Connor actually showed some really good attack. An inside ball to Jordi Patea, and then Jordi Patea links him up, outside ball, and then he just runs through. And you almost look like James O'Connor couldn't believe that he scored. And sure enough, no try. They thought there was some forward passes. Nope. Forward passes was, the passes were fine, even though they did go a little bit forward. But they went back and said, James Slipper made a dangerous clean out, lifting the play off the ground. Oh my god, it was just like, that was a pretty weird one. And there was another one, where Argentina, Emilio Boffelli, like I said, he runs through. Okay, this is how preposterously bad Wallabies was, right? One of the tries Argentina scored, not this one. Their winger, who was it? Imhoff? Whatever his name is, right? He runs through, look, rugby.com.au has shut down all the comments and all the stats because the people, I can understand. Like, you saw it live. There was, stats and stuff from there, commentaries there. All the statistics has been taken off because it's too embarrassing to see. So, all the stats were just there and just disappeared as we're recording. Anyway, get this. One of the Argentinian guys, right, he's run through a gap. He literally pulled his quad. You look like the commentators were joking, right? Looked like someone shot him with a rifle. He just went, he literally put his quad, okay? And then he's like sitting there like expecting to get tackled. No, everybody was just like watching him. And then he just went, okay, I guess I'll keep running then. And then starts running again. Gets over the try line and scores a try. Oh, okay, the stats are back up. Scores a try, right? Like, how can someone pull their quad and still scores a try? I genuinely cannot tell you how that happened. I genuinely don't know how that's even possible for a guy with one leg to hop 10 meters and scores a try, right? That happened. So there was another referee decision, right? Let's go back to the referee decision. Emilio Boffelli, he gets tackled, right? It looked like he almost scored, and the ball kind of pops out. He gets tackled by Corin Betty. The ball pops out, right? The referee on the field says, no try. Did not see a grounding. I saw the ball fly up. Please check the grounding. The TMO has a look. It clearly looked like Boffelli grazed the ball on the try line before he lost control. Very clearly, the ball touched the try line. And the TMO says, no conclusive evidence to give it a try. Okay, TMO. I don't know what you're watching. Everybody in the world who has eyesight saw this ball touch the ground on the try line. And some reason, this TMO says, no conclusive evidence. I can't see the ball being grounded. So no try. And then there was another one. Argentina, Gallows. We know this boy can run, right? What is it? Luke Gallows was his first name. Thomas Gallows, ever since he was called up to the starting team because some players broke the COVID bubble and he was called in from, holding a tackle bag to starting against, to coming off the bench against the All Blacks, scoring a try. Ever since that, he has just done tremendously well for Argentina. He scored 2 tries this game. The second try, again, I don't know what the referee was watching. Everybody in the world saw this. He gets tackled short on the try line, right? You imagine he's short and there's people like partying on top of him. He just gets up, rolls himself over the rack, puts the ball down, and the referee says it's a try. Morgan Turinui on commentary lost it. He lost it. He couldn't believe this was a try. Like, so blatantly double movement. Not only he rode over the top of the rack, he just gets up, rolls himself over the top of the rack, not release the ball at all. And the referee says that's a try, okay? And then there was another weird one as well. On the 66th minute, Len Nikitel saw this, right? Basically, Len Nikitel saw this, and okay, I thought I'll try the same thing. Maybe I'll get away with it. So Len Nikitel runs in. He gets tackled, right? He just jumps back up and runs straight through and scores a try. And then everybody in Argentina starts like, oh, come on, he clearly was tackled. And the referee's like, yeah, not held. So Len Nikitel tried it, and it worked. He got tackled, gets right up, didn't have to release the ball. Try time, baby. No need to release the ball. But this one you can actually argue. The Len Nikitel one you can actually argue because he did just kind of get knocked over. No one was actually touching him when he was on the ground. So yeah, you can actually argue that, he wasn't held, but still, he was on the ground and he just got right up, didn't release the ball at all. And but yeah, bit of a questionable referee, Carl Dickinson, but okay, mate, not the worst, but some questionable stuff there. Anyway, let's go through this embarrassment, okay? Could you believe it? Wallabies at halftime was leading the run meters. Me neither. 166 to 88. Full-time Wallabies were actually leading still. 3,330. 7 tries! I can't even believe this. Argentina scored 7 tries. Anyway, against the Wallabies. I can't even take this seriously, man. This is so bad. This was so embarrassing. 323 rugby the Wallabies. 215 for the Argentina. 90 carries, 7 tries for 90 carries. So I think turnovers conceded. 12 to Argentina, 17 against the Wallabies. Tackle count 130. 22 missed tackles for the Pumas. 15 missed tackles for the Wallabies out of 109 tackles made. The kicking game. You finally did it, Mr. Cheika. You finally did it. You finally learned the kicking game. 29 kicks from Argentina and absolutely dominated the Wallabies in the kicking. 13 kicks from the Wallabies. Literally had no idea how to play. Just did not expect that. Who knows? Absolutely. Halftime, Argentina was already leading the kicking game. 13 points to 5. So you figured, right? At halftime, you would have gone into the sheds and said, hey guys, we got to do something about this kicking game. Got even worse in the second half. Yeah, just grab a kick behind and nobody was able to chase the ball down. Lineouts, 13 for Argentina, 9 for Australia. 1 loss for Argentina, 2 loss for Australia. Who cares? Penalty count, 9 against Argentina, 13 against Australia. At halftime, Australia only considered 5 penalties. And second half, Australia considered 13. 1 yellow card for repeated penalties. After Luke Gallo scored that ridiculous try, Argentina considered 7 penalties in the first half, only 2 in the second half. So huge improvement for the Argentinian discipline. And I can't even take this game seriously. This is so stupid. So I'm just gonna quickly try recap this. And 7 tries. It took a minute for Argentina to score. Oh my God, man. Anyway, 1 minute into the game, Argentina gets the ball, attack out wide, little grubber kick behind. Jordi Patea gets the ball, right? He tries to pop the ball back to Tom Wright. And Tom Wright's like, oh, don't give me the ball, man. Drops the ball forward. And Argentina, what's his name? Imhoff scoops it up. 7 points to nil. Yeah. And you thought, okay, that's just a mistake. I mean, come on. Everybody makes mistakes. Not a big deal. 5 minutes into the game, Argentina start pounding Australian try lines again. Luke Gallows gets a short ball. Inside angle, he just rammed himself through. He bumped over like 3 tacklers. And again, it looked like he made a double movement here, actually. He gets tackled. And then he kind of like squirmed over the try line. Could have been considered double movement, but nah, it's fine. Anyway, 14 points to nil, right under the sticks. 5 minutes into the game, Argentina's leading 14 points to nil. On the 12th minute, there was a line out for the Wallabies. A huge run by Rob Valentini, which was really good. And then Australia pick and go. Gem sleeper, big boy. Big leg drive. Rams himself through under the next to the post. Goes in try. Gem Slipper is the only one I felt like really did play really good this game. This was one of the better games that Slipper played. A lot of really good hard carries. He was under a bit of pressure in the scrummaging, but overall I thought he did a really solid job for as the captain as well. Really hard carry, really good defense. He goes in for the try, well deserved. Gets the Wallabies back 14 points to 7. On the 17th minute, there was a penalty right in front, and Wallabies decides to go for a try, which was a good decision. And this was a beauty, right? They were rumbling forward. The ball comes out, goes to James O'Connor. James O'Connor throws it, runs out, just whoosh, inside ball to Patea, who casts through a nice angle on the inside, goes straight through the 12 channel, and then James O'Connor is support outside. Patea, whoop, little loop, a back pass ball to James O'Connor, and James O'Connor runs in, dots the ball down. Looked like he was surprised. Looked like he didn't think he was going to score. Sure enough, TMO has a look. Both passes look a bit forward, but TMO says, that was okay. No forward passes. Goes back to the ruck. Apparently, Gem Slipper did a dangerous clean out, even though Pablo Montero was holding onto the guy on the ground. And, he basically was lifted off his legs because he was holding onto the person on the ground, and his body basically tipped over. Not really lifting off the leg. He was tipped over off his feet. And the referee said that was a dangerous clean out, taking a player off his legs. No try. Penalty. Yeah. I go watch the replay. I don't know how to describe this. This has to be like one of the safest thing. Anyway, let's not go. Let's move on. On the 23rd minute, Wallabies had a penalty, I think. Yeah, anyway. Wallabies had a penalty. They kicked 3 points after this. Anyway, who cares? 10 points to 14 for the Wallabies. Catching up a little bit. 23rd minute, the Pumas had another penalty to go for a more. The more didn't go anywhere. The ball comes out. The ball comes out from the more. They just did the number 9 gets the ball. Short ball to who was it? No, it's not D. What's his name? De La Fuente. Yeah. Short ball to De La Fuente. He just literally run the 9 channel. Huge gap notch. He runs through, right? And this is what I talked about. He pulls up his hammy. Hops on one leg for a bit, right? Still nobody tackled him. And then he decided, okay, it's going to finish the job. Puts his foot down, runs through, gets tackled just short on line. He dunks the ball over for a try. I kid you not. He pulled his hamstring, making this break, and still scored. Yeah. I can't take this shit seriously, man. I can't make this up. This actually happened. This is not a joke. He pulled his hamstring and still nobody tackled him before he was able to run another 10 meters and score a try. Okay? That just 21 points to 10. Yeah, so just before, about 25, a couple minutes later, James O'Connor again did some good job. Sends another inside ball again to Len Iquitel this time, who runs straight through the 12th channel. Iquitel is through. He's looking for support. Links up with the inside center, whatever his name is. What's his name? Fouquetti. Links up with the Fouquetti. Fouquetti runs, gets tackled 5 meters short. You figure that this could be a quick ball and maybe a pick and go. Could be a try. One of the person going to clean out from the Wallabies enters the ruck from the side. Penalty. I don't know how you could enter the ruck from the side after you ran like 50 meters to chase this down. Anyway, so yeah, 5 minutes short. Looked like it could have been tried, but no. Wallabies gets penalized for entering the ruck from the side. 30th minute. Another high ball from Argentina. The Wallabies knocks the ball forward into Argentina's hand. Gonzalez catches it, runs 40 meters, try time. I don't even know how this is possible. It knocks the ball forward into Argentina's hand. And 26 points to 10. I don't even remember who it was. It was either Jordi Patea or I don't know. Who cares? And also Wallabies was getting penalized a bit for, despite looking like they're having scrum dominance, the Tupou's getting penalized for boring in. Anyway, 35 minutes. So the Argentina does another up and under, another high ball. What's his name? Boffelli, Boffelli gets the bounce. He runs straight through. He gets tackled on the line. Look like he almost drops the ball. And then the referee says, I can't see the ball being grounded, no try. Goes to the TMO. Look like he scored. Look like pretty compelling evidence he grounded the ball on the try line before he lost it. TMO says, no compelling evidence. So no try, but despite the fact that this should have been a try. Wallabies get out of jail there. On the 38th minute, look like James Slipper gets flipped upside down with a no-arm tackle, no yellow cards, but that's okay. He literally gets flipped upside down by a shoulder charge, but that's okay, not dangerous at all. 40th minute, the Wallabies had a option to kick for 3 points just before half time. They go for the line out. Argentina spoils it. Second half starts. 3 minutes in the second half. Argentina gets a penalty. Crema. Crema, the number 6 or number 7, goes into the clean out again with no. He took out Slipper with a no-arm tackle, no yellow card. He goes into the ruck again, and this was just complete cheap shot. He saw the Wallaby play in the ruck. He just dives in, shoulder to the ribs, reverses the penalty. But I thought he should have been a yellow card there because that was just a pure cheap shot to a guy in the ruck. That's the defenseless in the ruck, just should have been a yellow card. But no, that's fine. On the 44th minute. Wallabies gets a bit of a front foot. Another nice inside ball sends Valentini through a little gap. He offloads to Patea. Patea looked like he's going to get over the try line. He gets stripped over the... It looked like he got stripped before the try line. But then the referee had a look. Said he was stripped past the try line, which apparently is okay. Because the player tackles him on the ground, right? And the tackler was on the ground, strips the ball. That's illegal. You can't strip the ball when you're on the ground making the tackle. You have to get off from your feet and release the ball. He stripped the ball on the ground, but apparently he was in goal, so that's apparently okay. He gets the strip off anyway, so no try. On the 48th minute, the Wallabies scrum looked like, this was the weirdest scrum I saw. It looked like the scrum stood up, both teams, and it looked like Argentina has turned the scrum over. no penalty whatsoever, and the Wallabies just like walked forward and won the ball back. Like I could not. I've never seen a scrum where both sides were just standing up and just literally pushing chest to chest, and there was no penalty. Anyway, Wallabies gets the ball back, tries to. This was like inside the Argentina 22. They're trying to spread the ball out wide, and they get wrapped up in a maul. So, anyway, good defense by Argentina. 50 minutes, Argentina scrum, penalty against Tupou under the pressure for boring in. 51 minutes, this bit of a poor handling by, what is it? By, what is it? I think it was the Wallabies. Yeah, by the Wallabies, they throw the ball to the touch judge, and then Argentina took a quick line out. They kicked the ball downfield. Tom Wright gets the ball, gets isolated. The Argentina chasers were really good. Gets him isolated. Turn over the ball, a breakdown penalty. Argentina kicks another 3. 29 points to 10. 54th minute, Wallabies gets caught offside. It looked like on the 56th minute, Corbett did a no-arm tackle. And he, it flips one of the Argentina player off his feet. But the TMO says apparently he did make an attempt to wrap. I genuinely thought that it was a no-arm tackle. But yeah, anyway. 58th minute. There was another kick behind by Argentina. James O'Connor gets isolated. And so again, just the kicking game. Wallabies couldn't deal with it. On the 63rd minute, Valentini just gives away another stupid penalty for Argentina. Tries to kick the ball down the field. He steps in front of the ball kicker to block him. On the 62nd minute, Argentina showed that they can do the maul as well. So apparently, Wallabies don't know how to defend the mauls now. Argentina sets the maul start inching forward. Wallabies defense the maul defense completely just fell apart. And Argentina maul, kind of like the All Blacks maul last week, starts running down the field. Yeah. And anyway, eventually the maul gets, after running like 25 meters or something, eventually the maul gets stopped inside the Wallabies 10. And then the ball comes out. Argentina just pounded the try line. 12 phases later, Gallows gets tackled short. He gets up again and rolls over the rock. Apparently that's okay. And the referee gives a yellow card against the Wallabies for repeated penalties during these 12 phases. So yeah, Morgan Tunui loses his mind. 36 points to 10, but what's done is done. So Leng Ikitau recognizes that the referee don't really know how double movement works. On the 66th minute, he gets the ball, runs into a tackle inside the Argentina 22. He just gets right up after he gets knocked down, goes in for a try. Everybody was like, what the hell happened? You got tackled. Argentina's players, everybody looked off guard. But yeah, you got to play the referee sometimes. On the 68th minute, looks like the Wallabies were trying to make a comeback. McDermott kicks a huge 50-22, which we're now like 10 minutes away from the Argentina try line. And the Wallabies crashes the ball forward with Valentini, and then immediately gets penalized from this. So this liner comes in, Valentini crashes the ball, gets the ball popped down to him, crashes the ball. The supporting players enters the right from the side. Lost opportunity right away. On the 77th minute, Wallabies were under the gun. Time's running out. They were trying to run the ball out of their own 22. And then they get tackled. They get turned over. Argentina gets in the front foot. Grab a kick behind immediately. Boffelli chases this one down. Gets ahead of Corbett. Yes, he beats Corbett in a foot race. Plants the ball down for another try. 41 points to 17 with about 2 minutes left. You thought that's going to be it, right? You thought that was going to be it. The clock is red. The time is up. Argentina has a scrum feed. You thought they probably just kicked the ball out. The ball comes out. Cubelli gets the ball. Sees that, yeah, he did try. He sees that the time is up. He's going to kick the ball. Instead of kicking it out, he sees a huge gap in front of him. Yeah, no one was defending the night channel. He runs straight through. And then the defenders, Wallabies defense tries to cover him. He grubber kicks behind. Another grubber kick. And who was it? Our Bronzo chases this one down. No one in the Wallabies team was even close. Where's the fullback? I don't know. Yeah, chases this one down. Our Bronzo goes in for a try on the 81st minute. 48 points to 17. Am I like alive? Honestly, this is a dream. Like, I know I've been up all night. Did I just fall asleep? And then this is just a dream, right? I swear to God, I'm gonna wake up in like 3 minutes and this is all just a dream. Please tell me this is a fucking dream. Like, just pinching myself to make sure that I'm actually awake. My God.